Welcome back, Pipers. As always, wonderful to see everybody back. Hope you're enjoying your Friday morning. Here in Northern Illinois, we are experiencing very mild temps. We're going to be seeing mid to upper 40s all weekend. Hopefully it don't rain. All our snow melted yesterday. Everything's wet, so we don't need any rain. But anyway, enough of that weather shit. Discussing another Burley today. Burley Flake. Good tobacco. Similar in some ways to what we talked about yesterday with the McBaron Navy Flake, as in this has Virginias in it, as does a Navy Flake. Navy Flake has some Cavendish in it. This has some Kentucky in it. For those yesterday, I was stating the Navy Flake, if you like a little spiciness in your smoke, Navy Flake wasn't for you because it doesn't really have anything to bring that. This does a little bit. The Kentucky, it brings a little bit of spice to it. If you're a Kentucky lover, this isn't going to like knock your socks off or anything like that. But we'll talk about it. McBaron H.H. Burley Flake, a Burley-dominated flake containing tobaccos from 3 continents. Besides Burley, this flake also contains ripe Virginia tobaccos and a small portion of dark-fired Kentucky. Brand McBaron, blended by Per Jensen, manufactured by McBaron. Blend type Burley-based, contents Burley, Kentucky, Virginia, no flavoring. It's a flake cut. Packaging 50-gram tin or 100-gram tin or 1-pound box. Country Denmark. Currently available. Profile, strength medium. Flavoring none detected. Room note pleasant to tolerable. Taste medium. And it got a 3.61 reviews out of 4. So again, that's pretty much the description of what's in the tobacco, what to expect. You do not, in a lot of Burleys, you get the cocoa. You don't get much cocoa out of this due to, I would assume, the Kentucky that's in it and the Virginias. It's a definitely sweeter smoke. As the same as the Navy Flake. Might not be quite as sweet as the Navy Flake. It's very, very enjoyable. I enjoy it very much. In the perfect world, my pocketbook would allow me to cellar all the blends that I truly love deep. But I don't live in a perfect world. So, as I stated, I think I have 2 tins of this in my cellar. That's it. And I'll be opening one today, so I will have to order another tin. It's just how it is. I would love to be able to just smoke this as much as I want, which, I mean, I can, but I'm not a order by the pound guy for multiple reasons. So, comes to blends like this, many blends actually, that I've come to the conclusion I love. I just can't enjoy them as often as what I would truly like to. So, anyway, this stuff, the Kentucky's come out more. You You get more of the Kentucky the longer you go into the bowl. Yeah, once you get it burning, the Kentuckys are a little more forward than your initial lighting. Totally a different smoke than the Navy Flake. I didn't want to like try to compare the two like that way. I was just stating that they both have Virginias in them to add some sweetness. Yeah, the cocoa is almost non-existent in this. You pick it up a little bit, not very much. I think the Burley contribution to this is in the strength of the tobacco. And you do get some nuttiness, earthy kind of notes to it as well. Very, very good, enjoyable smoke. I think you pick up the Kentucky quite a bit more in the retrohale. If you do that, that spiciness. This is definitely not a blend with a lot of these Burley blends. If stronger tobaccos aren't your thing, you probably want to shy away from this. I mean, I'm not putting it in the super strong category, but it's definitely medium, maybe a touch past. What I like about some of these McBaron Burley blends, well, like the past two that I've talked about, there's sweetness there. And yes, they add a little bit of a topping to the Navy Flake, but mostly you could tell it's just sweetness, natural sweetness from the tobaccos that they use. This is no exception. You're getting a little bit of sweetness from the Kentucky and the Virginias for sure. I mean, you're getting a little from the Kentucky, you're getting quite a bit from the Virginias. That's what I should say. To where other blends like Solani aged Burley Flake, there's definitely some additives added to that. I have no doubt that brings out the sweetness because you get a sweet smoke from that, and it's pure Burley. I just don't think scientifically it's possible. They have to add something, and whatever it is, it's great. But this is more all natural. They're not having to add much to this stuff to bring out that sweetness. It's all natural tobacco sweetness. And this is definitely a blend. Once you're down, you burn like a quarter or third way into the bowl. It just comes through, man. It's a really almost robust, rich blend. And with the Virginias sweetening the whole thing up, it just comes together really, really well. And you start getting the Kentucky too. My second video I made yesterday was talking about STG. I gave you my opinion on. Basically, my message was, it just seems to me like there's too many people freaking out right now too early in the game. People are freaking out. I think everyone should calm down, and it's like a wait and see game. By all means, if you are worried about, not being able to get some favorite blends, say they're not like main street blends, yeah, you should probably stock up. Like, you should always stock up. But as far as the emotional standpoint, I think everybody should kind of calm down a little bit. My friend Saw Gunner, he put out a VR last night. Good video. You should check it out. He's kind of giving his opinion from the beer industry standpoint. He has a lot of good information there in his video. And makes good points as well. It's just, I don't know. This is going to be being talked about, okay, in the YTPC for quite some time. Whether videos are focused on that or just a little bit of chat about it in this video. Yeah, it's, we've seen things like this happen, and they always play out differently. They're not always, the same. I think when it comes to buyouts like this, with acquisitions like this, there's going to be negatives to it. Like, they already closed a couple blending houses. That's why these acquisitions happen, because it doesn't necessarily mean they want to change everything that their customers desire. Okay, that's not a strong business plan. But they will change things that they can control that won't affect the customer, like closing a couple production sites, okay, and moving it to other production sites. That's not a good thing. I'll never say that's a good thing. And I'm not going to go on and on about it this video, but I'm just stating I wanted to give Saw Gunner a shout out for his video. I enjoyed it. You'll enjoy it. And yeah, it kind of, I hate to see people worrying unnecessarily. And that's quite a bit of what I'm seeing. So that's kind of my message for the whole thing. Short message. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my impression, my review on H.H. Burley Flake. Like I stated, many of you probably have smoked this many times. You know what it is. You know whether you really enjoy it or whether you could kind of leave it. There's definitely a blend I hope stays in McBaron's stable for sure. All the HH blends are very popular. And again, hope you enjoy your Friday. We will continue to go through Burley blends. Probably another few weeks. We'll go well into January, going through a lot of these Burley blends. I hopefully will start getting more suggestions, things maybe to buy, try. That's kind of a big part of this whole thing. Fact is, I've been smoking a pipe for 6 years, but I haven't tried everything. I haven't tried it even close to everything. Many people who visit the channel or subscribe, they have smoked a lot more different blends than me. So that kind of adds to this whole thing. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Enjoy your Friday. Till next time, keep them lit.